time that I realized how close higher education is to the direct impact that I want to see in this world. And how higher education itself is very different from any other levels of education that I had experienced. So now unlocking the potentials. Let's take a turn to 2050 together. How would you like higher education to be in 2050? And how could higher education contribute to better futures for all in 2050? And if possible, please turn to the person next to you and take 30 seconds to quickly share what you envision.
In system transformation,
With the participation of 25 experts from all 5 UNESCO regions, the expert consultation results painted a compelling vision for 2050 centered on higher education's responsibility to promote sustainability, inclusivity, and interconnectedness, acting as a connector among learners, institutions, communities, and industries to ensure a shared commitment to the common good. Phase 2, public consultation. This phase included a positive survey disseminated globally, and the analysis was standardized among 1,199 valid responses from 97 countries. Within the rich global diversity, we were able to identify 4 main pathways that are considered roots to the futures of education: quality of life, social change, care of the environment, and development of technology. Now moving to the third consultation, youth consultation. A total of 120 youth leaders from 43 countries actively participated in both the questionnaire and the workshops. Among all, 93% are either attending or hoping to attend higher education. They expressed a strong desire for higher education to be accessible, innovative, high quality, sustainable, developmental, and equal. They want to take it in their own hands and help find solutions. To do so, they mentioned that their hopes specifically on higher education because they believe that higher education can and will be able to equip them with the necessary skills to make their contributions real and substantial. So what can we do? To pave the road into the future, the very first step is to understand that higher education can be relevant to everyone and can contribute to everyone's vision in linking knowledge practices in society, industry, and life. And such relevancy applies to education stakeholders working at all levels, because where do higher education students come from? They come from K-12. The practical nature of education should not start before higher education, and this is part of the key for the futures of education. And for the futures of higher education, there are 6 calls to action: advocate for the right to higher education, address the barriers that limit participation, open up access to knowledge, empower the next generations, strive for higher education to be more relevant, and become a future thinker. Yet how? Of course, there will be challenges, and there will always be. Yet, as we look to the futures from different communities, we make our futures together. We do it through collaboration, cooperation, and partnership. And if we may, please allow me to highlight 3 approaches. First, South-South cooperation to complement the efforts of long-running North-South cooperation. UNESCO, ESF, and the UN Office of South-South Cooperation have co-launched the United Nations South-South University Cooperation Network in responding to the roadmap from the 3rd World Higher Education Conference as a strategy to strengthen higher education's contribution, especially in the transferability of sustainable solutions. American University of Sharjah was invited as one of the 10 leader universities from the Global South and one of the 3 representing the Irish State region to join the South-South University Cooperation Network, where leaders, faculty members, and students from AUS demonstrated dedication and commitment to South-South cooperation as well as the network. And through the piloting phase on the advancement of greening solutions, AUS and 29 participants joined our Greening with Science, Technology, and Innovation Bootcamp, committed to the program for 16 weeks, presented 4 solutions during the Teaching with Justice past January, and is currently exploring the transferability of those solutions with 9 other countries. And when I look at those solutions on solar autonomous golf cart, sustainable catalyst material, electro-solar cloud conditioning tower, and seashell shoes, I cannot count how many wow moments I had, but I do suddenly remember the confidence that we have shared in the futures of Sharjah, as well as the future exchanges from Sharjah to the world. And supported by higher education institutions and other stakeholders, the futures are in the hands of the brilliant students and youth who are committed to leading the change they want to see in their community. Second, multi-stakeholder collaboration with pluralism at the foundation. It is essential that we listen to and value the diverse voices of all stakeholders, especially those historically marginalized and left behind. We do more than simply include a range of sectors. We co-create inclusive strategies that recognize and celebrate our rich variety of identities and experiences. Young people and students from around the world, including from Arab states, have been playing and should continue playing a meaningful role through active engagement in policy and project decision-making. That has been a crucial part of the United Nations Transforming Education Summit in 2022, convened by the UN Secretary General as part of the 77th UN General Assembly. And here are a few examples of their contributions. They actively participated in the Youth Advisory Group, supported the organization of consultation on the United Nations Youth Declaration on Transforming Education, led youth-led regional consultations in the Arab state to identify concrete actions for implementing the Youth Declaration, and supported the development of youth-led global initiative aimed at advancing the Summit's declaration. Additionally, particularly in the Arab states, they organized a youth dialogue focusing on innovative learning as part of the Young People Transforming Education project that also, in several instances, provided valuable feedback to UNESCO regional offices on key outcome documents and led consultations on the role of technology in education, contributing to the Global Education Monitoring Report on Technology in Education. And those efforts demonstrate the active and meaningful engagement of young people in shaping the present and the futures of education, and education that actually allow them to be. And at UNESCO ESL, we're very proud to say that we have ensured that young people are meaningfully engaged at both policy and project level in higher education decision-making through our partnership with the Global Education Forum, the Global Student Forum. We have reserved a rotating seat for young people from all 5 regions on our governing board so that they can participate in the discussions on where UNESCO ESL prioritizes and strategizes in higher education. We have also assigned 1 youth advisor for each major lines of work and project at our institute so that young people can co-design, co-implement, and co-disseminate initiatives in the space of higher education that represent what young people have hoped for. We're proud not only because we have been trusted by young people in our work, but also because we have provided a platform to show the world on the capacities of young people and what we can achieve all together. And we encourage all of you here, educators, policymakers, teachers, parents, to engage young people in the education decision-making process that are relevant to them. So what we have been stressing is that it is not that the future is young people's. The future is them.